There are protections for child actors in movies and on TV, but what about kids who show up on YouTube or TikTok? Right now, there are no legal protections for children who appear in blogs run by their families. Vanessa Mashanya looks into the effort to change that.
Growing up is messy. There's embarrassing moments, there's confusing moments, and there are moments that just make you cringe when you look back on them. Now imagine those moments being put on the internet as entertainment by your family. Well, right now there are people trying to pass legislation aimed at protecting and compensating kids whose lives are broadcast online.
As I would scroll, I would see these innocent looking videos of children doing TikTok dances or being featured in vlogs. And I started looking into it more because I was kind of curious.
High school sophomore Shreya Nalamothu's social media curiosity led her from her phone to here, the Illinois state capitol.
Looking into to see what kind of protections that these kids had in Illinois, where I live, I found that there wasn't any legislation in place specifically for child influencers.
If you're on social media, you've probably seen a family vlog or two or many. It's where parents show off their lives and the kids in them. Sometimes it's just the child that's the influencer, but parents run the account. A lot of times these blogs can rack up thousands, sometimes millions of dollars every year. But none of those dollars are guaranteed to go to the children.
I wrote a legal memo, and then I just kind of started approaching senators that I felt like would be a really good fit on this bill.
It didn't come to me because of my interest in looking at TikTok or being on the internet. This was brought to me by a 15-year-old high school student.
Shreya's bill proposal was picked up by Illinois State Senator Dave Kaler.
If you monetize your children by being on the internet and you make money out of that, then you need to set up some portion of that for the child.
SB 1782 guarantees a percentage of the income from vlog revenue to be put in a trust if a child appears in at least 30% of the channel's videos. The percentage of money is proportional. If they're in 40% of the videos, they'll get 40% of the revenue. Illinois got inspiration for SB 1782 from a similar bill in Washington state.
The reason I care about it is because I'm seeing kids who are losing their privacy, who are being, in some cases, maybe coerced, maybe forced to perform on their channel.
College freshman Chris McCarty is the founder of Quit Clicking Kids, an organization meant to educate others about the lack of protections out there for kids on the internet. They introduced a bill in Washington that didn't pass, but they're happy to see the issue get more attention.
This is not a role that they're playing. This is like their real life. It's their mental health issues. It's really intimate, personal stuff that's being shared online, and it's being tied to their name and their face.
There's really no fines, and there's no penalties in terms of what the state can enforce. But it sets up a track record so that if a child turning 18 looks back and says, well, this wasn't done to protect me, that they have a right of action.
Illinois' bill still has a few more steps before it becomes law. If passed, it would be the first of its kind in the country. Kaler says he's in awe of the young people behind this bill, bringing it to their attention.
It gives me great hope for the future because our young people are engaged. They have a sense of fairness and equity and justice about them.
Shreya hopes that her involvement can inspire young people like herself to get into politics.
Even though it seems like the world of government is really inaccessible, you definitely do have a place and voice in politics.
Vanessa Mashanya, Scripps News, Springfield, Illinois.